Be careful what you ask for. I know you've heard that term. I've heard it. We've all heard it. And in terms of Jordan Brand and consumers, it's real. It's real right now. So let's go over 3 just observations within sneakers right now. So let's start with number 1. People wanted so many pairs to return. It didn't matter the retro in terms of style or model number. It could have been 1s, 3s, 4s, 6s, 11s, doesn't matter. I'm not saying Jordan Brand is listening explicitly. They're not giving you every single thing that you want, but they're certainly bringing back pairs. And it's still not enough. Let's jump to the Jordan 6 Olympic, right? We think of it as the Olympic 6, and right now the Olympics are still ongoing. It's chaotic, it's stressful, it's amazing. You cry, you cheer, all the things. All of the things, okay? And 3-on-3 basketball, it is the most chaotic thing ever. It is truly the most chaotic thing ever. It is. But I won't go on a tangent for the USA. Just know that I'm fully invested in the Olympics right now. But the Olympic 6 dropped, and you saw people easily walk into their local store, secured their pairs online. I love that. We've spoken about this numerous times on the channel in recent videos. No, I don't think buying 4 to 5 pairs of sneakers a month is normal. I certainly still support people going after what it is that they want and being able to easily get it without a headache and hassle and jumping, through hoop after hoop when it comes to pickups. I think that definitely has been overdone since 2020. So you were able to walk into a store and pick up the Olympic 6. Or you didn't pick it up like myself because you had no interest in it. To the point you may realize, maybe you don't wear that silhouette a whole lot. There are pairs I don't wear a whole lot, and they've been recently sold, and I appreciate those who bought them because hopefully you enjoy them more than I did. It's a problem. I've seen the y'all are disrespecting the classics being thrown around. Why are you taking it personal? Why is the disrespect associated? It's as if someone personally disrespected you as an individual. Why are you linking someone not buying a shoe to being disrespectful and you being offended by that? We check that. Check it, please. But Jordan Brand did what a lot of you wanted, but it's still not enough because yes, they brought a shoe back, but all of us apparently were supposed to want the shoe. We weren't. We weren't. Secondly, remember the video that I don't really think sneakers are dry, or when you say that sneakers are dry, I really think that's just saying you need a fix. And I kind of stand by that. So you can check that video out. But it's been thrown around that sneakers are dry. So it feels as if Jordan Brand said, hold my drink, watch this. They definitely pulled a Usher on us. Because if you look ahead to 2025, it's drop after drop after drop after drop. Now, these drops aren't necessarily moving me, but they're moving a lot of you. And I see the comment sections where people are saying, how on earth are we supposed to pay for all of this? The next news release you guys see for a 2025 pair, it kind of sends some of you you're spiraling out because you are a little anxious, you're a little nervous. How are you supposed to pay for every single sneaker that you want? Now, from my perspective, this is just for me, I would say maybe this is the point where you start to assess, maybe saying no to yourself for some things. It's okay to not have every single want in life. Because I would hate for any of you to put yourselves in a financial bind just over trying to get every single hot 2025 release that comes out. I don't want that for anyone. And I'm not the doom and gloom person in terms of finances. I mean, I'm real about where things stand in this country. If you guys check out my recent video, I talk about credit card debt and the fact that $8,000 is about the average credit card debt balance within households in America right now, with an average of 23% interest. That is scary. And yes, the market definitely took a dive when I'm filming this on Monday, August 5th. I don't stress about it in my portfolio just because, one, I'm nowhere near retirement. Two, you take a loss when you actually sell what's in your portfolio, not just when the market happens to be down. But I just want you all to be in better positions. Don't panic, but take into account the things that are going on. Make sure that you are paying off that high interest debt that you may have, that you have savings in place, that you have your spending really aligned. Because if shit hits the fan in this country, which it's kind of already doing that with delinquencies on the rise, and savings are gone. Savings are gone. They definitely are gone for a lot of people from where they were in 2020. Make sure you're just as focused on that as you are the next retro that's coming out in 2025. Because it's not going to stop. The announcements of all the pairs coming out, it's going to keep rolling. It's going to keep rolling. I don't think it's realistic for you to try to sit there and afford every single pair. And if you do, you could put yourself in some trouble. And my final point, did Jordan Brand unintentionally harm their 2024 releases and sales based on us knowing their 2025 lineup so far? I'm not saying every shoe that we've seen should drop in 2025 will release. Things happen, delays happen, releases get pushed back, and that's perfectly fine. They may have a shoe release, and if it's not up to whatever the expectations are for a lot of consumers, then they may pass, right? The reimagine term gets thrown around, and if you reimagine a pair a little too much, then some consumers don't want it, and that's perfectly fine. Everything won't be for everyone. But did Jordan Brand unintentionally harm their 2024 releases with us already knowing what's happening in 2025? This is where I think leak culture within sneakers is not the greatest thing. Because, well, I said the greatest thing on the brand side. I don't know that it's always so terrible on the consumer side, because you seeing what a pair may look like, I wish the leaks were always better just in terms of the quality we see the first time around. But nonetheless, when you know as a consumer what's possibly coming out, that does allow you to plan ahead of, is this really something I want? Or, you know what, never mind. I've seen what's coming out. Let's say right now we're in August. I know what's coming out in September, October, maybe November is really the month of releases for you. So you make the conscientious decision to not really buy anything in August, and you wait maybe until September. You wait maybe until November. I see people waiting until 2025. Like, they're not budging for a single release, except maybe the Black Cement 3. But outside of that, they're stating they're not moving on a single release outside of that Black Cement 3, because they already understand, they feel as if their pockets are going to hurt in 2025 from all of the releases. And I understand that's not always literal. Some of you will not be in bad financial situations just because you are going after every single pair you may want in 2025. Some of you are in great positions to afford that extra $200 every single month to get a pair that you want. And that's fine. If one pair a month or two pairs a month, if that's what works for you, or pretty much just as you an adult, you have free will to go ahead and do that, that's fine. Hopefully you understand my video saying 4 to 5 pairs a month isn't normal. It's not. That doesn't take away your ability to do what it is you want to do. But it's still not normal. And I think just observing how these releases go will be more entertaining than anything, really. At least for me, it will. I'll be very entertained to see how releases fare, especially when they drop some that were once super limited based on the quantity they drop. How does that go? Because we already know the younger generation, they're not really into things the same way. And some people take offense to that. They don't even want pairs to come back, even though some people missed out and they would really like them to. So you can certainly check out that video, because it's giving sneaker elitism, and I don't think that's what we need in 2024. I just don't. But I also want you guys to go about any sneaker pickups you have in a smart way, not with credit card debt. You can check out that recent video. And hopefully you're enjoying the start to this month in August. So with all that being said, thank you for tuning in. Act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.